Okay, I'm gonna do my video now. I don't know how to introduce myself. Yeah, I'm not dead. Hi, I'm really bad at being consistent and doing uploads. So I'm just gonna just brush it under the rug and pretend I didn't upload a video like 3 months ago saying I'd upload, because yeah, this is my week 1 PPL battle against RTK. I'll put the teams up here. Yes, that is a Volbeat. Don't ask. So basically, Alakazam fucks RTK's team up, and so does Excadrill, and so does Set Up Clefable. So I brought all of these things to this match. I'm going to run down this team quickly. We have specially offensive Tyranitar, because I thought he'd bring physically defensive Tapu Fini to deal with my Excadrill, but then I realised he has a Porygon 2, and Porygon 2 doesn't really give a fuck about anything. So I just brought specially offensive Tyranitar because I thought he had to prep for it to be offensive, like physically, and I brought Stealth Rocks on it. Bolt Beam and Ancient Power. Bolt Beam is just really good coverage. He has barely any ice resistance. I say that and there's an Arcanine and a Tapu Fini there. I promise I'm good at this game, guys. Then I've got Excadrill with Sand Force with a Choice Scarf, because who needs Sand Rush in the sand, right? I needed the extra damage on Tapu Fini to basically 2-hit KO it, and I kind of wanted that over the speed. And I thought, well, if I have a Choice Scarf, I can outspeed stuff anyway, like a Thundurus and an Arcanine, even though Arcanine, does that outspeed? I don't know. I'm bad at this game. But I brought HP Fire on my Excadrill for his Kartana, because it does Modern Earthquake, so that's cool. And Rapid Spin, Rock Slide, Earthquake, HP Fire, Excadrill, pretty standard. Enough speed to outspeed a modest, a Jolly Nidoqueen, which he didn't bring. Very selfish of him. Then I brought a physically defensive Crobat with enough speed to outspeed a Jolly Kartana. Again, he brought a Jolly Kartana, which is cool. It's got enough EVs and defense to live 2 Psycho Cuts if he's not banded or Life Orb, so that's cool. It's got Super Fang, Brave Bird, Roost, and Taunt. Then I've got Set Up Clefable with Cosmic Power, because he has a Nidoqueen and a Thundurus, and I don't really fancy taking Sludge Waves or Thunderbolts, because those are ow. Wish Protect, Stored Power, and Cosmic Power, because I'm Cancerous and he doesn't have a Dark type. Then I've got Alakazam with Knockoff, because he has a Porygon 2, and fuck Porygon 2, Focus Blast, HP Fire, and Psychic, and then last but not least, physically defensive Poliwrath for the likes of offensive Arcanine, because it tears me a new one if I didn't bring it, and the Dragonite if it's not Z-Fly, which hopefully it's not Z-Fly, because that would be less than ideal. Anyway, that is my team. As you can see, he brought the Thundurus, Kartana, Arcanine, Tapu Fini, the Porygon 2, and the Dragonite. I was so relieved not to see Nidoqueen, but at the same time kind of sad he didn't bring it, because I prepped for it a lot. But never mind, he brought Arcanine over the Nidoqueen, which is fine. But yeah, that's his team, and that's my team, and I'm going to go into the battle now, so I'll be editing to when the battle starts. Okay, alright, so I'm challenging RTK. I beg my pardon, RTK is challenging me. I'm really good at videos, guys. He's got a Marowak t-shirt, which is cool. I'm going to lead with my Tyranitar, because rocks are going to be so important for me this game. I don't want that Dragonite coming in for free, or the Thundurus coming in, because they just fuck my team up quite a lot. So I'm going to go with Tyranitar, and I'm going to click Ancient Power turn 1, because I've got a Truffle Berry, and if he wants to be cheeky and set up first turn, it's going to be dead. So he's going to reveal that he's mixed because he wants a U-turn. So I'm guessing he's carrying the superpower for this. And he's going to U-turn out into his Kartana. I just wanted to play it safe first turn. I probably should have gone into not this, or not gone for rocks. I could have gone for rocks there. I'm not making sense. I shouldn't have gone for Ancient Power there. I should have gone for rocks. But now that Kartana's in, I kind of have to go out to Crobat, which is not good. So he's going to go for Smart Strike on my Crobat, and he's going to crit me turn 2 in the game. So that's a good insight as to what this game's going to entail. So I'm back to less than half after lefties and turn damage, which is not ideal. So I know that he is going to be probably Choice Scarf, because he's not banded and he's not Life Orb. And I thought, well, why bring Cortana if you're going to be outsped by an Alakazam and some other things on my team? So at this point I'm like, this may be scuffed. I'm going to put it in the back of my mind. So I'm going to go into Poliwrath, knowing that I resist the Steel hit. And then I'm going to be really, really ballsy and go out into Clefable. Because if he is Choice Locked, he is going to switch out, which he does. So that confirms to me that he is a Choice Scarf Kartana. Put that in the back of my mind for later. In comes the Tapu Fini, which is not cool. But I'm going to double out because I'm smart and I did a prediction, guys. I'm going to go into my Clefable, which is my kind of check to this, except not really because he brought Taunt, spoilers. And we're both going to get buffeted by the Sandstorm. Reading is hard. And that tells him that I'm unaware, which means he can't Dragon Dance with his Dragonite until this is dead. So he's going to taunt me, which is very fucking selfish of him, as I go for the Wish. I didn't think he'd bring Taunt on this, but then I was like, I have a Clefable, of course he's going to bring Taunt on this. Why are you so bad at this game? So I'm now going to switch back into my Crobat, realising I don't have much for this Tapu Fini. And he's going to go for Nature's Madness, and it's going to get me down to like a quarter, which is not good. So I'm forced to Roost here, basically, and if he has Psychic or Ice Beam, this is going to be bad news bears for me. But he switches out, which is cool. But he's actually going to go into Thunderous, keeping up the offensive pressure. So I've just lost a ton of momentum, basically. Not that I had any in the first place. So now Crobat is going to be back to about 3/4, which I need it relatively healthy for Kartana. I'm going to predict him to go for Focus Blast here, or U-turn, predicting to Tyranitar or Excadrill to come in. I can't risk that. Crobat is not really... I mean, it is doing things, it's stopping Kartana. But I'm going to go for Super Fang, and I fucking miss! Even though he just connected with a Focus Blast, so that's cool. I'm going to go into Excadrill now, being cheeky, knowing that he will go for the Thunderbolt this turn, because he knows this is my check to Kartana. And he doesn't want to fuck around with it. So he does go for Thunderbolt there, and I claw back some momentum, sort of, but not really. And I'm going to go for Rock Slide here, playing it safe. As he goes into his R2P2, and I miss a fucking Rock Slide. Isn't that great? So that's two things I've missed so far, and I've been crit turn 2. So this is just not a fun game. He's going to revoke Foul Play here, which really would have hurt my Excadrill had I stayed in, so I'm glad I switched out. And I know he's either going to have Ice Beam or Roost, Ice Beam or T-Bolt on this thing. But I'm going to opt to Taunt this in case he wants to be annoying and be like a sub-toxic or sub-variant P2. So I'm just going to Taunt it because I don't want to fuck around with it. Again, he makes a smart play and goes into his Sunday. I actually meant to speed creep this to outspeed a modest Thunderous, and it turns out to be a speed tie. Because the first time we saw this matchup, he actually outsped me, and now I outsped him, so yeah, it was a speed tie. I missed another Super Fang! Fucking hell, Crobat, you are useless. Why do I have you on my team? And he's going to go out into Kartana. I know he's got the Psycho Cut on this, and I can live it, but I didn't realise how low it would put me, basically. And he's going to go for the Psycho Cut, and he's going to get the highest roll, and I'm going to live on 1, which is cool, but I'm going to go down to Recoil. I would have gone down to Recoil anyway, I think. So in hindsight, I should have roosted there, really, and left this around for later, but I'm not a very smart guy. So I'm gonna die. Crobat's just gonna get fucking decimated. And I go into T-Tail now because I know this thing is Choice Scuffed. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I have nothing to outspeed this. Like, literally nothing. He's gonna withdraw and go into his Big Bubba, which is his Dragonite. Very ballsy play. As I go for the T-Bolt. I thought the Finny would come in there, which is why I wanted to go for T-Bolt. It's going to take a decent chunk, but not really. I know he's got some kind of Steel move on this because I have a fucking Clefable. So I'm going to predict this nicely and go into my Poliwrath. And he misses the Iron Tail, which is nice. I bet if he connected he would have got the defense drop because that's just how my luck went this game. And we're going to get buffeted by Sandstorm. Which is cool. And Frank is kind of healthy, not really. I'm going to go for Ice Punch here because I'm playing it safe and I want to kill this Dragonite. It's a huge threat and I don't want to fuck with it. So in comes the Tapu Fini and it rocks at this point, would have been fucking lovely. Actually, no, I don't go for Ice Punch. I go into my Excadrill because I'm a smart guy. Not really. So Tapu Fini is going to get buffeted, and that word is just impossible for me to say. I'm sorry, I'm probably slaughtering the pronunciation. He's going to get Lefty's back, so he's basically at full. I'm going to go for an EQ, and I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm going to 2-hit KO it. But it turns out I get a crit, which is great. And he's going to almost kill me with the Surf in a minute, so that's cool. Which is not good, because I had a minus for Death Nature because I'm a fucking idiot. Who brought HP Fire on her Excadrill, but hey, Tapu Fini's dead, which means Clefable can set up and win, so that's cool. In comes the Dragonite, and I know he's going to be collecting E-Speed because he thinks I'm Sandrush. Spoilers alert, I'm not Sandrush. So he's forced to collect E-Speed here. And I go into Poliwrath predicting this, and at this point he doesn't really have much for Poliwrath now, so it's become a bit of a problem. Excuse me, I really need to get rocks up, but the only thing I can set rocks up on is like a Porygon 2, and I have a feeling he might have HP fighting. Here's the Porygon 2 that I go for Ice Punch on. Look at that do fucking nothing. That duck is just a pain in my rectum. So Frank is just chilling, just being Frank, just doing his little bobbing. He's gonna go for Thunderbolt, and that's gonna hurt. And I hit a Circle Throw, which is cool. I didn't miss that, which is awesome. He's down to like 2/3 health now, which is nice. And he's gonna be dragged out into Thunderous, which is just incredible luck for me. Right, guys? At this point, Frank's not really doing much, so I decide to stay in and rest in case he wants to be cheeky and go for a Focus Blast predicting the guy. And he avoided it, and I go for rest, and I get my health back, so that's cool. So Poliwrath is just going to be lazy and sleep off me IRL. So I'm back to full health, which is nice. And Thunderous is going to go for U-turn. Not sure why, but I'm not going to question it, RTK. You probably predicted something else to come in, not me sacking off my Poliwrath, which is fair enough. Poliwrath can still do things because he's got a fucking Arcanine in the back, but it's fine. I'm going to go for Sleep Talk, and I'm hoping that I'll actually pull an offensive move and Frank for not to be fucking useless. But guess what? I pull Rest. Amazing. So I'm basically just stuck in with Poliwrath at this point because I can't really do anything else. I could have gone into Clefable, but I didn't want this to have Toxic because if he had Toxic, I'd kind of be fucked. So I go for Circle Throw. Here, I actually pull it from a Sleep Talk, which is incredible. Good job, Frank. You're not as useless as Crobat. Good job. And now here's the Dragonite, which is not optimal for RTK. So I'm getting a little bit of luck back after some horrendous things earlier on in the battle, which is cool. And again, I'm going to play it safe. I should have gone for Circle Throw here. Really stupid play, but I go for Ice Punch because I just don't want to deal with this Dragonite. I just cannot be fucked with it. It's too much of a threat. I think maybe I can get Cheeky Freeze. Nah, not a Cheeky Freeze. He's going to recover because that's what Porygon 2 does. Fucking fuck Porygon 2. And I'm going to go for Circle Throw because I don't want to deal with this thing. I just don't. I don't. And now he's going to be Circle Throwed out into his Thunderous. Yay! Fart Cloud up in here with the scary looking anal bead tail. Why didn't you name your fucking Thunderous anal beads? Why? And Frank's just gonna die to a Thunderbolt. See you later, Poliwrath. You did things, not really. And now I'm gonna go to Alakazam because I outspeed this. I don't think he has Thunder Wave. I think he's gonna have. I don't think he's got Nasty Plot. I think he might have Tailwind. So I go into Alakazam and I'm just going to kick Psychic because it 2-hit KOs everything on this team, apart from Porygon 2, but let's just forget Porygon 2 exists. Fuck Porygon 2. So here comes the Psychic and connects it with Slice Bay. The mentioned Arcanine. Doggo, what a good Doggo. He's going to go for the Extreme Speed here, and I kind of want to preserve my stash because he's got a Scarf Kartana, which I definitely do not outspeed. So I'm going to go into my Tyranitar and predict the Extreme Speed noisily. Getting up the sand, going to wear it down, which is bueno. I mentioned earlier I have a Chople Berry, and he selfishly has 8 in attack, so I actually can't live this close combat at this range. that was a burp. I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, so now I have to go into Fable because he's going to click close combat here because I know he's bringing it. I know he's got close combat. It's just a thing that he's going to have. So there it is. That's cool. Well done, Ellie, for not completely fucking up. But that's a Fable. Aptly nicknamed, by the way. Nice and malignant. I can't talk today. Here we both get hit by sand. I really should have brought Magic Guard, but I couldn't risk him being set up Dragonite. Which he was, by the way. He was set up Dragonite. And he's going to go for Flare Blitz here, and it is going to do a fuck ton of damage. Now, I miscalculated this. I didn't take into consideration sand damage, and I also had lefties on my calculator, because I'm dumb. So I calced +1 defense if I could take 2, and I could, but that was without sand and with lefties. So basically, I fucked myself over, and I've essentially put myself back in square one, and also losing my win condition in about 4 turns. So Ellie, that was just atrocious. That's how to throw a game 101. So if you ever want tips on how to lose, just watch my videos. So he's going to take me out with Flare Blitz, which is just not good. My Fable's going to go down, and it's just not good. Because now I just have nothing for Kartana, because he's going to break my Sash with my Alakazam, and he's going to fuck me, and not in a nice way. It's going to be a brutal fucking. So here comes Fork Off, and we're going to go for Psychic as he breaks my Sash. But at this point, it's basically over. Had I brought Scarf Alakazam like I wanted to, I might have had a chance of winning, but not really, because he had a fucking Porygon 2 left. But it's fine. Arcanine's gonna die. So, yeah. Cut my life into pieces. Please do. Because I am just... I'm done. Papa roached me up, daddy. There goes Alakazam. With the physical defense of a paper fucking towel. A wet one at that. And, yeah, that's 180 base attack stat in front of it. So, that probably would have killed about 8 Alakazams. And here's Tyranitar, which is weak to grass. And he has a +1 attack stat, so bad news, better see you, Tyranitar, see you later, buddy. That's a dead Tyranitar, and now it's just Excadrill against the world. I was hoping miraculously he'd misgenned his Kartana somehow, or I was miraculously Sandrush, which I'm not, or that he'd think I was Sandrush and try and preserve the 5-0, 4-0, or something, or so I don't know. Maybe switching out into Porygon 2 and sacking it and then going out into something else, I don't know. But yeah, I lost against RTK. I felt like I prepped decently. Had I brought physically defensive Volbeat, that would have been amazing. Because it actually beats Kartana 1-on-1, which is hilarious. But I kind of needed Defog over a meme, so I opted for Defog and Taunt over a meme. And by Defog I mean Roost, because I didn't bring Defog on Crobat. Ellie, what are you saying? Yeah, I needed Taunt for P2, but anyway, that was the match. I played pretty good, but also made some pretty shit plays. I choked that game as soon as I let my Crobat die, basically. But it's fine. Looking back on this battle, you learn things, and hopefully we won't make the same mistakes week 2, because we're facing none other than Kyle, K to the 2, the Harlem Gloomtrotters. I butchered that pronunciation. God, there must be so many of those in this video. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a spastic, please forgive me. But yeah, Scarf Kartana kind of fucked me, and I wish I brought physically defensive Volbeat, but I couldn't justify the meme over defensive Poliwrath, because I kind of needed that too for Arcanine. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. That has been me losing week 1, which is a fucking great start, that. I don't think I've ever lost my first week match. Maybe I have, maybe I'm just being an arrogant prick. But anyway, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed me being violently bent over by a Scarf Kartana and getting my anus raptured. Raptured, yes. Yes. rapture me, daddy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry. I've probably scarred you for life. If I have any subscribers left, I probably don't anymore. I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed that. It was pretty shocking. I'm not gonna lie. Next week we're gonna bounce back and we're gonna win, and I am gonna bring memes next week. So Kyle, prepare your anus for the likes of Volbeat and other belly drum clefable and stuff. I probably won't bring that, but still. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You're a cunt! Have you been doing this the whole time?
What?
Bye, guys.